Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me. Me and my significant other are going to a Christmas party for his work, so I decided to, I guess, film the look that I'll be wearing. The color of my dress is gonna be red, and so I'm thinking about probably going in with the Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree. So, because this one has a lot of reds in it, so I'm pretty sure I can think of a look with these colors. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go in with my Tatcha the Silk Canvas primer. This is what I use to prime my face. It's pretty like pan like right now, so it's probably the only thing I've actually hit pan on. I don't know. It's the only thing that I've actually gotten close to like finish. Everything else, like eyeshadow palettes, everything, I've never like finished or hit pan on anything. So we're just gonna go in that primer. Okay, and so now the face is all nice and prime. Yeah. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with some foundation. This is the foundation that I use. It's Born to Glow by Nyx. And this is in the shade, Vanilla. This is in the shade Vanilla. So I'm gonna take that with a Morphe Y6 brush. This is the foundation brush that I use. A lot of people use brushes, or they can use beauty blenders. I used to use a beauty blender, but what I noticed was that the product really gets soaked up by the beauty blender. So that's why I switched to using brushes. So I'm just gonna put this on the back of my hand. And I just take about this much. I don't like to cake on foundation. I like really, not like a light coverage that it's so light that it's like sheer, but I like going in like with lighter kind of hand, I guess, with the foundation. So we're just gonna put that all over our face. Let's go on with the forehead too. So are any of you guys doing anything for Christmas? Like, what's your plan for Christmas? Because our plan was to go to my significant other's family for Christmas. However, the plans like fell through. So now I have no idea what we're doing for Christmas. So yeah, and I don't want to say like I'm not too big on Christmas. Like, don't get me wrong, I love, you know, the holidays, like, yeah, but Christmas, I don't know, like, my parents used to decorate, you know, when I was a kid, obviously, and then after that it was just been slowly just not something they do anymore. So probably haven't decorated a tree before, because we got a tree here, but before that, the last time I decorated a tree was probably over like 2 decades ago. So it was a long time. So yeah, it's not that, you know, I don't like the holidays or anything. By the way, I'm going in on the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. And this is in the shade Fair. It's in the shade Fair. And so I just take some concealer only on my under eyes. I know some people do like contouring or like a almost highlighting, but I don't do all of that. I just like to go underneath my eye because my eyes are really, you know, you probably can't tell because of all the lights, but I have really bad eye bags and dark circles. So for me, I just go underneath my eye for some concealer, and that's it. But going back to what we're doing for Christmas, yeah, I don't know. Probably just gonna stay here, I guess. And then regarding like presents, I don't know how you guys like to do it, but this year, and we've done this before, but this year me and my significant other were doing like a Amazon wish list kind of situation. So we're just gonna put things that we want on Amazon, and then not get like everything like on the wish list, but you know, I don't know, for me, I used to like, you know, like surprises and stuff like that, but I'm like not too much anymore. And even when like he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I didn't even know what to say, because I think it's also when you're in that moment, you don't really know what to say when someone asks you, what do you want for Christmas? So that's kind of what happened with that. And then now I'm going in with some setting powder. This is in, it's in that Fit Me. Hold on. I don't want to spill powder everywhere. But it's in the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is a really good setting powder. Apparently that's like drugstore. So this is what I use, and I use it in shade Fair. For this, I'm just gonna go in my under eyes. I know I've tried like, what is it called, like baking. So it's when like you do this and you just like kind of leave it there. I do that sometimes, but most of the time, no. I'll just go ahead and just like blend it in, and as you can see, it like highlights, you know, the under eye a lot, which is what I need, because, well, you can kind of see it, but yeah, I have like awful like eye bags, and I don't know what it is. I've always had that. Like, obviously people are like, oh, why don't you just get more sleep? It's, I don't know. I do get a lot of sleep. I would say I get my full, you know, 7 to 8 hours a night kind of sleep. I've tried like eye creams and everything, and nothing really works. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions with like eye creams that help get rid of eye bags and dark circles, yeah, let me know, because I tried a few things already, and it doesn't work. My eye bags are just like here to stay. They don't want to leave. So right now all I'm doing is just putting it all over my face. I don't really have like, I know people like some people like they take like a brush and they go like really precise like down the nose and everything, like pretty much trying to highlight like this area. But for me, I don't really do that. I just like to set, you know, my whole face with powder. Sometimes I'll go in with like a brush and just kind of like put it all over my face. This is on a M536 Morphe brush right here. It's covered in like foundation and like powder. But yeah, so I just kind of like put this all over my face. And oh yeah, I need to set my eyelids. I primed it with the concealer, and then after that I just kind of set it with this powder. I see a difference because before I didn't used to prime my eyes or set my eyes, and my eyeshadow would just like be gone, you know, like by the end of the day, or it would do that weird thing where it starts like creasing like in this like area right here. So when you do this, you kind of prevent that from happening. So not a professional at all, so don't feel like you have to do it the way that I'm doing it. So usually at this point I would start my eyes doing like eyeshadow and eyeliner and everything, but I'm trying to get into this habit where I just kind of finish my face first and then do my eyes last. Because I don't know where I got this routine from, but I would do like foundation, the concealer, the powder, and then I would just go into eyes, and then after doing my eyes, I'll do like the bronzer and the blush and then the highlight. I mean, obviously, I don't think there's like a right or wrong way or wrong order to do things, but I kind of want to get into the habit of just like getting my base, you know, done first, just so it's like it's done and I don't have to like go in with like face stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some Butter Bronzer by the Physicians Formula. This is a really popular drugstore bronzer, and it smells literally like butter. It smells so good. And then this is in the shade Light Bronzer, because I'm really, you know, my skin tone is really light, so I have to be careful when it comes to bronzers, or else it might start looking like muddy and stuff. So I'm just gonna take my Morphe R14 brush right here. This is a bronzer brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and just give this like a nice whirl, kind of tap off some excess. And I'm just gonna go in right here, kind of where like my sideburn is. I'm just gonna do little circles, and you see how it's just, you know, lightly bronzing up the area, kind of contouring is, I guess, the word. I don't do any like cream contours because honestly I'm just terrified. I'm just scared that I'm just gonna mess up and there's like no turning back. Like I feel like with powders you can you have more like room for error, because you could always like go in and, you know, with like a beauty blender and kind of just like dab it and kind of lighten it up. But yeah, so I go in with my bronzer around this area, and then I do that little whirl again and tap off the excess, and I'll go in on the other side. Seeing myself on camera doing this, it's hilarious. It's like when you're getting ready, you don't really like notice these things, but now that you're like on camera and you see the way that your face like moves and everything for you to do makeup, it's, I don't know, it's funny to me. But anyway, so you see how it just like kind of darkened up this, so it kind of like gives you like a nice like slim face feature. I go ahead and take that bronzer also right here, just to kind of like carve out the chin area, kind of mix it more like pronounced, I guess, I don't know. So I do that on both sides. It's a kind of a way to like slim your face, make your face look a little bit slimmer. And I take a little bit and I go in on my forehead too, just because I'm so, you know, light. Like I don't want to look like complete like ghost and stuff, you know. So, and then let's see if I can turn the light down a little bit, because you can't really see my forehead contour. Oh, can't really see it at all. But yeah, like, oops. Okay, sorry. Like this ring light has like 3 different light settings. So anyway, so just doing the bronzer, nothing too crazy, nothing too harsh. And then sometimes I'll go over like my cheeks with like bronzer, because I think it was Raw Beauty Christy who made a pretty good point when I was watching her video. She was saying that you know, like contouring or bronzer, like we're so like specific to just go like right here and right here and right here, where if you actually think about it, the sun touches, you know, your whole face. The sun isn't just right here, right here, and right here. Like you get bronze when you get tan, you know, your whole face gets bronze, not just, you know, those areas. So I kind of took that to a point, and so I'm kind of been doing that, and it kind of, yeah, I like the way it looks. It kind of like warms up my skin tone. You guys are probably like, I don't see a difference, but yeah, I see the difference off of camera. So it definitely warms up my skin a little bit. So we're done with bronzer, so we're gonna go in with some blush now. So I'm gonna be using the Milani blush in shade Tea Rose. Clever. You know, because my YouTube like name is Rose Milk Tea, which I don't know, whatever. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that. I'm just so new to YouTube. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do just yet. But anyway, so I'm gonna take this on a Morphe. Why do I keep saying Murphy every time I want to say Morphe? I don't get it. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this on a Morphe E4 brush. It's this little blushing brush right here, and I'm just gonna take it on the apples of my cheeks right here. So I just go on apples of the cheeks right here. Oh, you could tell on this side a little bit more for some reason. And then I think I put too much on that side, so we're gonna go in on this side a little bit more. There we go. And then, like, I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but I kind of like doing it now too. But people take the blush and they put it on their nose. So I like doing that. I've been doing that for a while, ever since I saw it on someone do it on their YouTube. I don't know, it kind of just looks cute to me, I guess you can say. So there he goes. My nose is a little bit red. Okay, so highlighter, I'm gonna leave. Should I do that now? Or should I do that after? I'm just, like I said, I'm so used to doing like highlighter is like the last thing I do, but let's go ahead and do it now. So I'm gonna take the Peppermint Frost palette that people got in the Jeffree Star Deluxe Mystery Box. And we're gonna go ahead and use this color right here, the Ugly Sweater color. And I'm gonna take that on a Morphe R36 highlighting brush right here. And with this one, they're a little bit like on the, like, I guess chunky, like consistency. So usually I just like do like this and then obviously go in with the highlighter. But for this, I kind of just like tap into it like this, and that alone, just tapping that, like, it just picked up so much product. So here we go, and wow, that looks really cool on camera. So like the first time I'm like doing my makeup on camera, so you know when people put the highlighter and they're like, ooh bitch, you know, kind of thing. So I'm having that kind of moment right now. We're gonna go in on the other side. Yes, that is really blinding though. Yeah, that is blinding. Also take a little bit, usually just the excess, and just go in on my nose a little bit. Kind of make it like that. And that's it. So now let's go ahead and go in with the eyeshadows. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and start off with this color right here. It's Prick in the Blood Sugar palette. So I'm gonna go in with this. I'm just gonna pack that onto my lid. I'm going in with this random brush. I have no idea what brand this is. It just says shader at the end of the brush. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but that is all it says, shader. And I don't even know where I got this brush from. But it's a really good like packing brush, so that's what we're gonna use it for. And let me just clean it off a little because it has some blue from the last time I used it. So okay, so yeah, like I said, we're just gonna pack it onto the lid. This is what it kind of looks like right here. So let me see, hopefully it turns out good.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell
chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this sample phrase.
And now I'm gonna take this, oh, let me clean it up. It's like so dirty. I am like the worst at cleaning my brushes, which is awful. Like, I really need to clean them, but that is one of the things that I put on my wish list for my significant other to possibly get me, you know? So it's this like little like silicone pad looking thing with like textures on it. I'm sure you guys like know what I'm talking about, but you use that and you just like get soap and you just like clean your brush on it. So that I put that like on my wish list. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna take a Morphe M456 brush. It's like a smaller tapered blending brush. And I'm gonna dip into the same color prick and kind of just blend where the crease is. I really like this brush because it gets really inside, you know, like the crease. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe R39 brush. It's another tapered blending brush, but it's just bigger. And I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and go in with a lighter shade right here. It's called Tongue Pop right here, this shade right here. And I'm just gonna dip my brush in there and kind of just soften up the edges of this right here. Okay. See how it kind of just like blows it up a little bit more. Let me bring you guys a little bit closer. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go in. So see how it kind of just like blew out the edges so it's not like so harsh. And go ahead and I'm gonna dip into prick and into Tongue Pop at the same time, just so I can mix those in a little bit more. I'm just gonna blend out in the crease. Okay, I'm still learning too, by the way. Like, no way am I close to being like a professional or anything like that. Like, I'm still learning different techniques. One of the problems I used to really have when I first started getting into like eyeshadows and stuff is I would just like blow the crap out of my eyeshadow. Like, I would end up like see how I'm like still like right here, like in the safe zone. Like, I would blow it up all the way over here, which sometimes it looks cute, but not if you're using dark ass colors or like crazy bright colors. No, it's I don't know. To me, it didn't look good on me. Like, I'm sure it looks good on some people, and I know some people purposely blow out, I'm like spitting everywhere. I know some people purposely will like blow out their shadow like that, but I have to be careful because I'm probably like borderline about to do it like right now. But yeah, so I'm still learning. I didn't get into like eyeshadow. I think, when did I buy like my very first eyeshadow palette? 3 years ago, pretty much. Maybe a little bit over 3 years ago. That was the first time I ever bought like a legit eyeshadow palette. So yeah, that tells you that. I mean, I started wearing like eyeliner like when I was in middle school, and I don't know if that's something to be proud of to say, because when you're in middle school, how old are you? You're like what, 10, 11? I feel like that's, looking back on it now, I feel like that's like way too young of an age to be wearing like makeup in general, you know, let alone eyeliner. But you know, that's what I was doing in middle school. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do my other eye so I have time to think. So we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pack that color prick into our lid.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering.
And I've tried like different techniques with like eyeshadow. Like I know you can put like a piece of, I've seen people like put a piece of tape here and then like just go ham because you could just like rip it off and everything is like clean, right? No, doesn't work for me. I don't know if it's just like my eye shape or something, but when I remove the tape, it's not that they're not even. I mean, sometimes they aren't even because you could obviously put the tape in a different way, but I don't know, like it doesn't look right. Like maybe I'll do a video of me doing that with the, oh, by the way, this is a Morphe M502. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is like a nice big fluffy brush. Really good, again, to like blend out your eyeshadow and kind of like blow it out if you want to like make the edges not so harsh. So far we're looking pretty even, I would say, so that's good. Watch, I'm gonna just mess it up right here. No, that still looks pretty good. I mean, they're not, you know, 100% the same, but sisters not twins, right? I guess. I don't really have like a set way to like do things because I always find different ways to do it watching other YouTubers. Like I remember at first when I started doing eyeshadow, when I started wearing eyeshadow, one of the things I would do, which is pretty like common, which I'll do still sometimes, but I would first, you go in with, you know, the transition shade first, like in the crease, and then you would just kind of like build after that, you know. But I think that's how I noticed that this eye was just like always being like pulled out more, and so I don't do it that way too much anymore. I really like packing in the shadow and then like gradually, you know, blowing it out. So that's how I primarily like doing it. So yeah, we still need to make a decision on what we're gonna do with the lid. So let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the shade cherry soda right here, and I'm just gonna, oh gosh, I stabbed the eyeshadow with my nail. You could see like a little hole. Yeah, so about that, so my nails. So I went to this new nail salon last week, and I wanted to, I hadn't gone to a nail salon in a long time to get my nails done. I've been trying out like those, I don't know if you guys like heard of it, but it's called polygel, and it's like a do-it-yourself kind of thing where you get these like things called nail forms, and you just kind of like, you get like this polygel stuff, and it comes in like a tube, and you just squeeze it out and take like a nail brush, and you just kind of form it on this like nail form. Like when I say a nail form, it literally looks like a press-on nail, but it's clear. And you just like get the polygel and you just like, you know, press it into that nail form, and then you just stick it into your nail, and you put it under like a UV or LED lamp, and then it just hardens, and then it's so satisfying to watch like videos on this. And when I was doing it to myself too, and all you do is you literally just like pop it off and like you have a nail. Voila. So I've been doing that. However, I don't know, the last time I did that was like the end of October / beginning of November, and ever since I took them off, I don't know, maybe I just went like too ham on taking it off, but my nail since then has been just so thin, and like they would just break so easily. By the way, all I'm doing is taking like that cherry soda shade on the M456 brush, and I'm just like trying to go in on the edges to deepen it up. That's all I'm doing. Going back to the nails, so yeah, so ever since like I took them off, like they've just been like, my nails have just been awful, like terrible. So anyway, so I decided last Friday I wanted to like treat myself and like kind of spoil myself, whatever. So I went to the nail salon, and now what I'm gonna do, by the way, is I'm gonna go ahead and just, because I feel like you're not really seeing too big of a difference, so excuse me, I'm gonna take the shade Blood Sugar, and I'm just gonna take it on my finger. Oh wow, that's a lot. Did I take too much off? Okay, let's go ahead and just go in. But oh yeah, that's not bad. There you go. I don't know if you guys could see a difference, but it's a little bit, it's like shimmery now, so I like the way that looks. Nice. Okay, so going back to the nail story. So I went to a new salon where I live, in the city I live, and like they were like pretty new, like they like just like opened up, whatever, right? And so I usually go for stiletto nails, as you can see. That's usually like my go-to nail shape. However, I've been seeing all these people do the coffin shaped nails, and what the heck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the nail salon. So I went to this new nail salon, like I said, and like I wanted to try out the new like a new shape on my nails, because I usually just do like stiletto nails. I didn't really want anything like Christmassy. I wanted something like super like simple or whatever, like nothing for the holidays. Like I was not planning on doing anything like holiday related at all, period, right? But anyway, so I go in there, and it's like, you know, the typical nail salon situation. They ask you, do you want mani-pedi, or do you want, you know, whatever, full set? And I was like, oh, I actually made an appointment on Yelp. I don't know if some of you like know, but you can request appointments now on Yelp, like. And so when I found these people on Yelp, I went ahead and like message Yelp, and it sends it to like the owner, and you can make an appointment through there. So that's what I did. So I went in or whatever, and I forgot the name of the lady, but that doesn't matter. But anyway, so apparently she was like really good. When I was looking at all the Yelp reviews, people were like mentioning her, and they were like, oh my god, like she's so good, blah blah blah, right? Let me see. Going back to the eye look, I'm gonna use this shade Gulinen or whatever. I'm gonna use this shade in the Blood Sugar palette to kind of do like an inner corner highlight situation. So, and I'm gonna take that on a Morphe E36 brush. It's like a little like pencil kind of brush. So anyway, so I sit down, and I mean, I had a picture like just in case, but all I wanted was like a coffin shape. They're called like baby boomers, but I don't think I said baby boomer. I just said ombre. So ombre is just when it goes from like one color to a different color, like usually light to dark. So that's what I told her I wanted. Coffin shape ombre, that's all I wanted. No design, okay? Like I said, no, I wasn't looking to do any like holiday design. I don't know, I didn't want it. So she does my nails and she's doing a really good job. Like no hate to her or anything. Like she did a great job on my nails. If I'll post a picture of how the nails look like in this vicinity right here. So like I said, like she did a really good job, whatever. And then she was finishing up and then she was like, oh, you want to do like, you know, like a cute little nail design on, you know, one of your nails, whatever. And then I was kind of like, not really. But then I was like, I don't know. I think that's the thing about me too. Like I'm such like a pushover, honestly. Like it's hard for me to say no. Sometimes, other times it's easy, but like for this situation, like I don't know. And plus I was just like in the mindset of I just want to spoil myself. So you know what, girl, go ahead, do whatever design you want to on me. So and by the way, I'm going to go in on with some eyeliner now with the Milani Eye Tech Extreme liquid eyeliner. This is actually a really good eyeliner, and I'm loving this eyeliner right now. It's felt tip, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, she's like, oh yeah, do you want to do a nail design or whatever? You know, we could do something cute, like a little snowflake, whatever. And she was like, we could do it just like on like your ring finger or whatever. I was like, okay, sure. And so one finger, and I'll show you guys the pictures. One finger, I like the design. Like I had no issues with the design. However, the other finger that she did, and of course this is my fault because I don't, like I said, like sometimes I'm such a pushover where I don't like speak my mind or whatever. And plus I was like in the mood where I'm like, just, you know, do whatever you want, you know. And never again, because the other nail that she did looks like this. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was supposed to be a snowflake, okay? It's supposed to be a snowflake, but to me, I don't know, like it looked like a bloody snowflake, if I could describe it. That's what it looked like to me. So at first though, first reaction, I was just like, oh, it's cute, you know, like I had like nothing really like wrong to say about it when I like first walked out of there. And then of course, like first thing I do is I take like my nail selfie, whatever. And then I actually like wrote on their Yelp about how like good they were, because don't get me wrong, she was good. How can I help you? Is that Casper? Casper! So, like I said, so I even wrote like a Yelp review, whatever, and like she was great, you know, like I had no complaint about her personally. She was nice. Usually like nail salons, like I'll get, you know, cut and I'll like start bleeding, whatever, but no, like it was a pain-free appointment. Like I had no complaints. However, the nail design that she decided to put on my nail, I don't know, I didn't like it. And like I said, at first I didn't think like anything of it, right? Nothing. I was like, oh yeah, I got my nails done, whatever, right? Every day that I looked at it, I just hated the way that it looked more and more. Like the more the days, as the days like gone by, like I didn't like it. So I'm just gonna go in on with my eyelash curler. Gives these a nice curl. But yeah, like I said, like she was great. Like I have nothing against her or whatever. She was like amazing, but I don't know. Like I said, it's my fault for not like being firm with what I wanted, which was not a freaking Christmas decoration or anything. I just wanted a simple ombre coffin shape nail. And that's another thing that was bothering me, the coffin shape. It just made my fingers like look like fat little sausages. Like, by the way, using the I'm using Lash Paradise this is by Loreal, right? Yeah, this is what I'm using for my mascara. So anyway, like I said, so I didn't want long nails, so I told her medium length. And I guess with coffin nails, like they don't look, I guess in general, they don't look great when they're shorter than long lengths. Like you have to get them like long, I guess, for them to look nice. So I was even like talking to one of my friends about it, and she was like, well, send me the picture of your nails. And I sent it to her, and she was like, oh yeah, they're cute, but they're not you. Which, yeah, I ended up like going to another new nail place. I don't know why, but a bunch of nail places have just been like popping up. I randomly found this one. This time I found them on Instagram because I searched the hashtag SD nails, whatever, right? And it popped up like a bunch of like pictures of different nails, and then I went to like the Instagram and looked where they are, whatever. That's how I found the second nail place, and they were also like really new. Like this place only had like three Yelp reviews, so yeah, they're really new. I just turned on my straightener, so I'm just gonna like go over it again because it kind of like got a little curled a little bit. This time I had to call the place. They didn't have the option for me to like request an appointment on Yelp. So I called her and she was like, oh yeah, like I can see you right now. And I was like, oh, I'm still at work, but I can go in like after work. And she was like, okay, whatever, right? And so she, this time I brought her like a picture of like these stiletto nails with like the candy cane design on it. And that's the design that she referenced. And now I have these, which I am way happier with. But like I said, I at first didn't want like, you know, any Christmas like themed nails at all. Like I just wanted like a simple ombre, but you know, things happen. That's about it for this video. The only thing I have left to do is touch up my hair a little bit and throw the dress on, and then we are out of here. So if you like this video, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.